Hi everyone, this is how I modified my game from this to this. Right, so the first option right now when you want to really download my config and want to use my settings or want to use my HUD as much as you want. It's always located in the description of this video. You can see it here, CFG and custom. You visit the website, here you just click download and it's immediately download. So this is the file which contains the custom and CFG. So what you need to do right now is to locate to your Steam here, right click on the game, properties, installed files, and then browse. So you can locate the game's files. So you go to the TF folder, make sure you make a backup of these by just selecting them and then right click, then add to a .rar or .zip file, whatever you want. Just make sure it's here so you never lose it, and then you take whatever inside and make sure they both are deleted from your side. You can now copy it and move it inside. I don't need to do this one right now as I already have done it previously. So let's talk what's inside this config file. So you got app and then unencrypted, and there's user, and then there's a bunch of files. You don't know which to modify or not. So far all you need to do is modify this config.cfg. You open it with either Notepad++ or any text editor like software. I'm using here Visual Studio Code. You can take a look at the settings that I have in this game and change whatever you want. If you want to change the binds, if you want to change some settings in here like sensitivity or anything else, but usually the sensitivity is not really modifiable from here. I'll show you why. Because you have the user folder. The user folder contains the class config files, which you also open it with Visual Studio Code or any text editor you want, and from here you edit the things you want, such as the sensitivity or maybe the zoom sensitivity ratio. And these, by the way, mostly do not exist, so it's from like an old config in another new config basically, so it's kinda ignorable. You can delete it. So this is where you want to edit sensitivity. Here you can also, if you want to change the crosshair side for each weapon, usually here the colors as well. Here is the draw view model for people who want to who have an experience. Oh, can I remove the R draw view model? You can just remove it from here basically by deleting it like this and removing the other semicolon, as basic as this. But I'm not doing it right now. So this instruction applies to any other class config, such as Scout, an example. You can change the crosshair size, you can change the if you want to draw view model, you want to change the sensitivity, anything you want basically. Alright, so we're gonna go in depth in the custom folder and tell you most what I have right now. So basically there are some VBK files which are related to the Mastercomfig. I can describe each. There is the null cancelling movement, makes your movement way better. There is no tutorial add-on. Essentially it's a need, you need to keep it here. No soundscape, so you don't hear anything from the map at all. All you need to focus on is the sounds of players moving around or cards being pushed, etc.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
Here, which is the config itself, the settings. If you want it low, if you want it medium, if you want a medium low, or you want it ultra. This is the way you modify it, basically by going to Mastercomfig website. So when you go here to Mastercomfig, you can basically go and launch Mastercomfig. You have this have these settings. If you want it ultra, you want it high, as much as you like basically. Very low is usually unrecommended, which makes your game very plain and very boring. You just go with low. You can also go here with the model qualities, with lighting. You can customize everything you want. This Mastercomfig here basically Here are the add-ons I was talking about. So the null cancelling, there is the flat mouse, no tutorial, no footstep. I don't recommend that. You need to hear footsteps. Transparent view models if you want them. Low memory if you have like a very low specs PC, just go there and then you download your config basically. Alright, back to the config. Here you can see the flat mouse add-on, which makes your mouse way smoother, way more consistent. You just download it. It's an essential if you want to have consistent performance. You just need it. Disable Pyroland add-on. I don't know if you use like Pyroland weapons or like cosmetics and you don't want to see the effects, you can download it from here. And here's the flat textures which you see all the time in my videos basically. These flat textures, the boring textures, whatever you want to call them, it's this one. You can delete it if you don't want it and enjoy your game. So here is the worker which contains sound, I don't know. And there is the Venom Crosshair, which is a software to modify your crosshair based on like each weapon or each class. So it's a very great software. It's a must, to be honest. Here you can choose a class, you can choose the weapon you want to apply the crosshair for. You want to like change this crosshair, you want this crosshair for almost every weapon, every class. Like you can modify it as much as you like. I'm not gonna use it right now. I actually don't. I already made my own crosshairs. There is the PREC, which records your competitive games when you are in like a server with TF2. Here are some particles which I guess should use to modify the explosions and smoke trials coming out of rocket launch. It's not there. There's the MVM ghost upgrade I was trying to use but it didn't work. This one as well. There's the hit sound in here. There are also the explosions which I was talking about. Here it's the same one which was in the particles. This one is related to the bot detector. It's auto installed. I don't care about them. There is the bot mode HUD, which is more HUD but modified by bot mode. Here is a director cut of me saying that he was a good medic and stopped, but basically he was one of the top players in Europe in general. Sorry, back to the video. And there's your Venom Crosshair config basically. So that's what in my config in customs in depth. Hope you people enjoy it, and I'll catch you inshallah next time.